Welcome to the Mindful Living podcast. My name is StephanieRobilio, and I'm your host. I'm also a licensed clinical social worker, personal development author, public speaker, and wellness expert. My intention is to provide education and knowledge that will help you gain new insight and support your journey of healing, recovery, and wellness. If you're wondering how to break old patterns and create a life of wellness in mind, body, and spirit, stay connected. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Mindful Living podcast. Once again, I am so grateful to have the space to be here now, recording what's going to be a very quick episode because I don't have a lot of space, but before another month or two flies by, I figured as we begin to start August very soon, now is a good time to really just check in with not only myself, but also inviting you all to check in with yourself. Oftentimes, time goes by so quickly, and before you know it, we're halfway through the year, as we are right now, and then it'll be the holidays, which means the new year is right around the corner. And so for me personally, every time we reach halfway through the year, I always make the space to really have an honest check-in with myself, right? To see, how am I feeling? What is my stress level? How am I adding to my stress level? How am I contributing to my wellness? How am I taking away from my wellness, right? These are all really important questions. And oftentimes, most people set goals at the start of a new year, maybe weekly, maybe even daily. And all of that is wonderful, right? Whatever works for you, works for you. But what happens is as we get lost in our routines and our responsibilities, sometimes it's easy to fall off track with what's most important. Sometimes it's really easy to fall out of alignment with what feels good to us and what's good for us. And so today I pose the question to myself and to you, because we're all in this together, which is, how bad do you want to feel good? How bad do you want to feel good? This is a question that I often ask myself every single time I find that I'm getting in a rut or I'm letting the day-to-day stuff consume me, and inevitably I start not to feel good. I check in with myself and ask, how bad do you want to feel good, Steph, right? Because that's what it all comes down to. And so really take the time to think about this question and be honest with yourself. What can you do differently right now to help you feel better? What can you do to feel good right now? How bad do you want to feel good? Who and what is taking up space in your mind, and who and what is keeping you from feeling good? Sometimes these are really, really hard things to look at. And the reason for that is every single one of us, myself included, in some shape or form, we contribute to our stress. We contribute to any negative emotion we're experiencing, all that stuff that sometimes we find ourselves just dreading. It couldn't be unless we were contributing to it in some way. And what I have found for most people is that the moment we become aware, like, hey, I've been creating these problems or adding to these problems, that is what actually allows us to interrupt that pattern or break that cycle or change the direction of our mood, our day, shift our perspective. And so here we are at the end of month 7 of this year, 2022, with only half of the year left. And every single one of us is in a position where we can reclaim our power. We can choose to redirect our focus. We can choose to get back up if we've been knocked down. We can reset our intentions. We can prioritize our mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health. All of the things are available to us right now. It's just a matter of us choosing to check in with ourselves, having these real, honest, raw conversations, and holding ourselves accountable. Every single one of us, we deserve to feel good. We deserve to experience our days feeling well. We deserve to experience a life of wellness, a life of happiness, but it's up to us and only us. So if you take nothing else away from this podcast, it's short, sweet, and to the point. I hope that you will take away the message that you are entirely up to you. I'm going to say that again. You are entirely up to you, which means I am entirely up to me. We are entirely up to we, right? This is our life. Each and every day is a blank start, a new opportunity, a chance to be better. And so no matter who you are, where you are in the world, what you're working on, what you're working towards, what you want, need, dream of, or desire, it doesn't matter what it is. All of it is up to you. So join me right now, reclaiming our power, resetting our intentions, and choosing to stay in a place of alignment with what's best for our highest self, and choosing to stay in a place of taking daily steps, remembering, key point, remembering, it's about the small steps we take every single day that lead to the big outcomes. So don't get so focused on perfection. If we're honest with each other, that's my biggest struggle, is always striving for perfection. And every single time I am reminded that it's not about perfection. It's about showing up, and it's about staying consistent. So say it with me. I am worthy. I am worthy. I choose to show up. I choose to stay consistent. For I know and I believe that in consistency, I will achieve all that I dream of and all that I desire. I love you guys so much. Until the next episode, big hugs. Thank you for joining me today. If you found today's episode to be insightful and inspiring, subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. And I kindly ask that you please leave me a review so together we can help the next person. To learn more about my products and services, check out www.themindfulliving.com and come connect with me on Instagram at mindfulliving.now, where I share daily inspiration, mindful skills, tips, and more. Until the next episode, stay mindful and always remember the power that lives inside of you.